So I'm over at Jenny's garden right now and decided to do another update. And I've actually got a little bit overexcited and picked a bunch of stuff before I started taping. So this is probably foolish, but here's what I already collected. You can see absolutely gorgeous variety of tomatoes. Lots of grape or cherry tomatoes, and picked a bunch of beans already. And there are some, see if I can get to them. These purple beans as well, and they're hiding on the bottom. But I also want to do an update on her garden. You can see still a lot of stuff that's in full production mode, even though I've already picked a lot of these cherries. You can see how many are still getting ready to ripen or beginning to ripen. Still full trusses. Absolutely gorgeous. This is what I love about cherry tomatoes. You have such prolific plants. And then of course there is the regular tomatoes also ripening. She has this amazing shishito pepper loaded with peppers. So they are supposed to be red when they're ripe, and I'm looking forward to seeing that. Here we have lots of tomatoes in the back and some beans ripening. I already picked some of the beans from here, so these are the beans we're gonna pick probably in a day or so. And then also beans from here, and it's kind of hard to see. Some of the tomatoes. This is the big tomato plant, and lots of beans inside. Again, it's hard to see. And these tiny cherry tomatoes, they're absolutely wonderful. Some squash. And looks like her fall garden has decided to finally come to bloom in fully growth. So lots of dill, some carrots, lots of lettuces, and there are different varieties of lettuces. Some squashes. It looks like some squash is beginning to form. So this is very exciting, beautiful growth. Some Swiss chard together with the lettuces. And these lettuces are really tender. Really nice, fresh, very sweet. Some beets, more squashes. Squashes are also blooming. She has some peppers that decided to finally produce more peppers. This is the second wave for them. And some, looks like cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is loaded in peppers. On this side, the cherry bomb peppers, also hot. They also decided to go for the second wave of production. So they're rapidly growing. We have more tomatoes over here, and some more hot peppers and more sweet peppers on the back side, as well as beans. And there are some more squashes back there. Looks like her beans gone into full production mode. But what I want to show is, hopefully you can see from here, I'm gonna zoom in for a moment, all of the beans on that side. So I'm actually gonna walk around and show them to you from up close. But before I do, some more trusses of tomatoes loaded. Again, this is my favorite time of the year where you have so much to pick. There is some chilies, some beans on this side climbing on top of the tomatoes. But also take a look at this. I mean, they're literally hanging here. Just gorgeous. So it's a nice combination. Here's tomatoes, and next to it is a nice ripe bean. Stunning. I'm gonna go under these beans and hopefully not break anything. But look at this. It's gorgeous or what? It does not get any better than this. This is one of my favorite varieties of beans. They're so nice and tender. You blanch them for a couple of minutes, and then you toss them on a skillet with butter. And it's literally one of the best things to eat. Healthy and very, very tasty. And the plants are loaded. Right now I'm just going to focus on actually showing you, and then I'm going to come back and pick them all. It really is amazing. I mean, look at this beauty. Stunning. And it's everywhere. If you just look under them, you can see them hanging down. There's so many of them. It's amazing. Jenny said it was a beans overload. Got so many beans. It's amazing. But I'm happy. And there is even a little late strawberry that's ripening. So I'm going to show you some more squashes here on this side, and some peppers. So, oops. It's a nice variety of pepper. Very spicy though. So, and some more beans here. A couple more strawberries. The carrots are are really growing. Beautiful tomato. Lovely. And then like there, we're gonna go from the other side. There is some more squashes here growing. It is literally a food forest here. So getting through it is not easy. There are some more peppers here. Some brassicas. Looks like cabbage and broccoli. Really nice, strong plants. Very strong. You can see the Brussels sprouts are forming all along the stalk. So she's gonna have some Brussels sprouts here. So it's good time, and lots of celery. Good things. Her corn, unfortunately, did not survive most of it. There are a few still tufts that survived, but very little. So this is the black Mayan corn, or black Inca corn, I should say. But her carrots are doing fantastic. I mean, look at this growth. Nice and strong, healthy, and there are beets inside. So that combination of carrots and beets. And have a few more tomatoes, I think. Yes, these are the stripers, the striped tomatoes, bumblebee. So, but she's gonna have lots of carrots. Lovely. And some cantaloupe, it's blooming and crawling. I don't think it's gonna form and ripen in time. Not enough time for it. And again, on this side, a lot more beans. Look at that. Gorgeous. Absolutely stunning. This catnip. If I rub that on myself, the cats are not going to leave me alone. Not that they do anyways. But they love catnip. Gorgeous beans. So I guess the motif for today, or the theme for the day, is today is all about beans. There's some more beets. There's also this variety of beans, and I don't know what variety this is. I like them, but Jenny says they're a little too woody for her, so she doesn't like the taste. I like the texture, they're crunchy. And there's also these flat varieties. Another piece of corn growing there, and there are beans on the inside. We can get to them. Up there, there are beans. Also, she has some. So this is the tomato that has those really big tomato plants, even though it's covered in beans. I'm going to show you how her tomatoes are actually growing on the roof, or almost at the roof. This is how high they climbed. Look at this bean, it's huge. This bean is left for seed. But next to it, hiding in the grapes, that's a really big tomato. So, also before I go, I'm gonna show you here. Got a little bit of flowers here. But specifically, I want to show you the papaw. This is the first time she has papaw fruit, and hopefully the deer will not eat it, and the raccoons will not eat it. But there it is. This is papaw. It's native to this area, so hopefully she will be able to taste it in a month or so when it ripens. It's supposed to taste like a custard apple, almost like a banana and cream and custard combined. Very soft texture and very good taste. And then, so go around. Going to their home. Here is her fig trees. The figs are nice and ripe, almost growing, and more younger ones still growing. So the tree is still producing. It's got a couple of months more before we move it inside. And back to the garden. On that note, I'm gonna say goodbye and thank you for joining.